What's happening, people? We live here, man. Normally I would like to wait until y'all get into the room before I really go into the subject, but I just want to go ahead and get this off my chest, man, because I saw something and it disturbed me, man. I was scrolling on Instagram. I saw a young lady post her story about being raped. Right? She was date raped. According to her, she was date raped. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily the story, even though I have seen that story before and it's very disheartening. But what hurt me the most is that I saw in the comments a lot of people telling her that she shouldn't share her story, like she should shut up. Like, why did you go to social media? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why you want to post about it? You got raped. Why you want to post about it? And I don't know why nobody with a platform or the media just hasn't stopped these people in their tracks and said, stop telling people not to share their story. I get it though. Like, as far as naming names, there is some legal consequences to naming names, especially prematurely. If, they could still be proven innocent, or if they've already been proven innocent, you can get sued. But if you cool with those legal consequences, do you? But what I'm saying in general, in a general sense of a woman just going through something and sharing her story, aside from names and stuff like that. But if a woman goes through something, if a man put his hands on you, if a man sexually assaulted you, if a man called you out your name, if a man, verbally abuses you over time and tears you down, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go through anything, if a man rapes you, date rapes you, when you incapacitated or physically rapes you, or any kind of rape, it's all rape. But if you go through anything, man, I want to encourage you to speak up. And I understand a lot of y'all are uncomfortable with that. You know what I mean? So process it however you process it in the way that you feel is, most healthy for you. But if you feel at all compelled to speak up, don't let these dumbass, small-minded people shame you and scare you out of sharing your story. Because the end result is positive. Like, whenever you share your story, the end result is positive. There's somebody who wasn't thinking about it before that's going to be thinking about it now. For that young lady who shared her story about being raped, date rape, somebody slipped something in her drink when she left it unattended. Whenever you shared your story, there's 10, 20, or because, the thing went viral, thousands of people, thousands of women who are now going to be more mindful whenever they go out and they leave their drink somewhere. Don't get me wrong, it shouldn't be the victim's place to have to be precautionary. But until this fucked up world gets fixed, those precautionary steps or that precautionary mindset may end up saving a lot of lives. Because even that young lady who did get date raped, she was fortunate to be able to make it out alive. A lot of people don't. So if you're fortunate enough to still be here to tell your story, man, I want to encourage you to do it. I don't care who gets in the comments. I don't care what, accusations going to come against you. And I just hate that that's what you even have to consider and think about once you go through something like that, that people are going to accuse you of being an opportunist or just wanting attention or I don't know, whatever it could be, man. But like, fuck them. You know what I mean? We need to make it very acceptable to go and share your story. It's funny how people can share all these alerts about what police on what block. So be careful because they might catch you speeding. We can share those alerts. But whenever somebody get on here and say, hey, alert, people out here raping people, whenever you leave your drink attendant or you just turn your head for a minute, or if you're in a relationship with somebody who says these kind of things to you over and over again, or tells you that you can't do this and can't do that, then really that's the segue and the gateway to actual abuse or even more abuse, because that is a form of abuse. When people alert other people through their own personal story, we tell them to chill. We don't want to hear that. Why are you going on social media? Man, I hope you go on any platform that you can reach people, because you don't never know whose life you saving. You know what I mean? And we need to start the dialogue anyway, because if people don't talk about something, how does the world react? How does the world process that? They interpret it as it's not a problem. It's out of sight, out of mind. We need more people talking about it. I saw an article that said 80% of black women by the time they turn 18 years old have been sexually assaulted by somebody they know. Understand that there's not strangers busting in your house. That's your family members. That's your uncle. That's your cousin. But we don't talk about it. You know what I mean? So we think it ain't no problem. Therefore, we don't even want to address it. So, I just want to send a message out, man, that awareness matters. Awareness matters, man. Awareness matters. Like, fuck these people that want to sit there and accuse you of being an opportunist, that want to accuse you of trying to throw a pity party, that want to accuse you of false accusing somebody. Like I said, there are consequences when you start naming names, so be smart. And if you accept those consequences, okay. But as far as telling your story, if you've been through something, if somebody has put their hands on you, if somebody has touched you, you know, if somebody didn't accept no as an answer, man, please speak out. We need this to be more of a dialogue. We need more awareness. We need this to be more on our minds. If this thing is happening, which I know it is, we need this to be more of a conversation. I commend you and I applaud your bravery if you have spoken out. I commend you, man. I salute you. My hat's off to you.